Can you imagine going from this nice, deep state of relaxation to what you have just seen? We are fresh, we are fun, we are modern, and most importantly, we are different. Welcome to the Wise Hypnobirthing Program, and thank you for joining us as we launch to you a brand new UK hypnobirthing program. Hi everyone, that's me, Tamara, on the right, and hi, I'm Danny on the left. We are really looking forward to sharing with you all about the Wise Hypnobirthing Program. I'm a true believer that everything happens for a reason, and meeting Danny was no coincidence. It just felt right working with her, and we've had a lot of fun along the way, haven't we?
Indeed, yeah.
Working with Danny has just felt right. It's felt normal and just natural. I'm such an antenatal teacher, I think, aren't I?
You are indeed.
So, as we're sharing with you today the birth of our company, we thought you might also be interested to learn how it was conceived. And it all began back in January when I was thinking about my next steps. I already had a successful Hypno for Birth program, and I had seen that Tamara had the ability to help drive a company forward and had the contacts to support that. And so it was a no-brainer for me to put the two together. So as you do in these modern times, I sent her a Facebook message. We met up a week later and found that not only did we share the same passion, but that we also liked each other too.
It helps.
Well, it was good, as we'd never actually met before, had we, Tam?
No.
And 3 hours later, Tamara said, "Are we doing this then?" I said yes, and we shook hands on it. And on the way home, I thought, what have I done?
So did I.
So I phoned my brother, who is an excellent businessman, to get some advice. And over 2 3-hour telephone conversations, he did what I call Dragon's Den me. For those who don't know, Dragon's Den has millionaires offering money to potential entrepreneurs, and they generally rip them apart. And quite frankly, that's just what he did to me. But luckily, we had a natural break in the conversation because I needed to go and pick up my daughter Evan. And when we got back together again later in the evening, my brother said to me, "So, do you still want to do this?" And I kind of quite nervously said yes. And he said, "Good, because that shows commitment." And then luckily, because he is my brother, he put me back together again. And pretty much set Tamara and I on the path that we look forward to sharing with you this evening. So, why have we chosen a hippopotamus to symbolise our company? Did you know that the hippopotamus symbolises the protection of a childbearing woman? And we like to think of our wise hippo as the protector of a woman's right to choose the birth that she wants. We are a non-membership organisation. So what that means is there is no annual fees or hidden costs when you decide to teach hypnobirthing using our products, and we're going to be showing you them very, very soon. The most important thing that we wanted to create initially was the program for couples, and we have therefore taken a phased approach. So phase 1, we're calling this the fast track program, and this is an option available to all of those who have already trained in hypnobirthing, so all of those that are already certified, just so that you can easily transfer over using our materials immediately. In phase 2, we'll be offering training to those who would like to become hypnobirthing instructors, and we will have dates for this soon. They'll be announced very soon or in the near future. So more information on that at a later date. So Currently, what we are a products and resources provider for hypnobirthing materials.
So let me tell you more about these materials now. Firstly, we have the Wise Hippo Manual, which Tamara will be sharing a bit more about with you later. We've got some screenshots to show you on that. We have 5 Wise Hippo birthing tracks on MP3. Background music, it's the music that the hypnobirthing tracks are set to, and also the couples can just listen to the music as well if they want to, just to relax to. We'll be providing useful links, web links of video footage and information, and they'll also get a badge. And the cost for the couples will be £18. So a bit more about the MP3s now. We're providing those as downloadables. We're doing this for 2 reasons. One, we find that many of our clients now simply take a CD and burn it so that they can put the MP3 onto their player, their iPod, their iPhone, any MP3 player. So we're making life easy for them. It's also the most cost-effective way we can provide such a large number of tracks for them. And we really felt that was important to give them variety when they're practicing and preparing for their baby's birth. I'm going to just tell you a bit more about each one now. And the first one we have is Bond and Breathe. This is a lovely progressive relaxation, which also teaches them a very useful technique, which will enable them anytime, anywhere, in the moment, to take a lovely, relaxing breath and to use that to send comfort down through the body, to enable their body to feel much more comfortable and in turn to calm the mind. And it's called Bond and Breathe because it also includes some lovely bonding time with the baby. The next track, Relax with Nature, is the main one that they will listen to throughout their preparation. And this is introducing them to the main theme of the other tracks. It will take them to a lovely cottage by the sea. It works with both nature and colour, both of which are soothing and comforting to the subconscious. The next one, the Cove of Confidence. We leave the cottage and we take a lovely walk along the coastal path until we find a cove, which is aptly named Confidence. And there within it is a healing pool. And this is where during the session the instructor will take them through the fear and emotion release session, but also, should the couples need something further after that, they can listen to it again anytime. And then the Sea of Serenity. This is the birth rehearsal. It's written so that it makes sense when they're preparing, but also when they're listening to it during labour. And it works with the lovely power of the sea, surges with the sea. The breathing technique that they'll use when they're practicing for their surges is waves of relaxation. The imagery for that is the waves rolling in and the waves rolling out. And that sits very nicely there when they're listening to the Sea of Serenity.
Can I go there now?
You can. We'll certainly go there afterwards tomorrow, I think. And then finally, the birth affirmations. We have that obviously because we want to make sure that we've got the conscious mind in sync with what we're helping the subconscious to prepare for the labour.
Okay, so time to take a look. Clearly yesterday we were able to hand out the manual to everyone at our live launch at the Active Birth Centre in London. And everyone was able to just flick through the pages and feel the manual and see the quality of the production. But obviously on a webinar we're not going to be able to have that opportunity. So we still wanted to show you some of the content. We thought that was really, really important, and I know that's what you really want. You want to see its structure. So moving forward, this is what it looks like. It's just placed beautifully there on my garden, as you can see. It's difficult to actually see in the image the size of the manual, but it's actually A5, okay, and we've decided that that works best. And also we're giving our couples a lovely Wise Hippo badge that you can see at the top there.
Ms. Murray, yesterday got some great feedback on the side of the book actually, didn't they?
We did
They
actually,
felt
yeah.
it was a really great size to handle.
Okay, so the screen that you're looking at now, so that's the front cover of the manual. We've got our lovely logo there, and then as you open the first page, we have a quote by Osho called Confronting Fear. And as you turn over to the next page, you will see that we have our contents listed there. So there's quite a lot of information in there. We've really thought long and hard about what we've included. I've been teaching hypnobirthing for 6 years. Danny's been teaching hypnobirthing for 8 years. Has been a hypnotherapist for how long?
Too many years to remember. Yeah. I think about 15 now.
Right, okay, okay. So, so it was actually quite nice just to sit there and put all of that knowledge onto paper, I think, wasn't it? Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So let's just flip to the next page. Okay, so as you can see, just by with a few of the headings that we've got there. So let's start with the hippopotamus, and then we've just got some information there. If animals can birth easily, of course, so can we. And then we've got a section there on what is the Wise Hippo Birthing Program. We've got so much to show you, so we're just going to quickly flick through. But this section I will stop at because I think this is really important to read out to you. So I'm going to read how have we set out the program, because I know this is really important and what you've been wondering. The Wise Hippo program is set out in 4 easy to follow classes. Okay, now that's really important. As you will learn later in the program, much of what we know is learned through repetition. When we are looking to make change, this is achieved in the same way. By attending over a number of sessions, you will not only have the opportunity to learn gradually in stages, but your Wise Hippo birthing instructor will also continually motivate you to practice. Teaching in 4 classes also allows the time to explore your feelings, relax with your partner, and to resolve and release any anxieties that may arise. We recommend that your Wise Hippo birthing instructor works with you personally and follows your progress so that we can ensure that you are fully relaxed and prepared and confident as you approach the birth of your baby. For those who are late in their pregnancy, 37 weeks plus or more, and therefore attending over a shorter period of time, please be assured that women are still able to use the technique successfully. The motivation that comes from the birth being close cannot be underestimated, both in terms of our conscious desire to practice and the subconscious ability to absorb the new information. If other circumstances mean it is more beneficial for you to attend a compressed course, you may find that you need to practice with more discipline, since you will have a shorter period of face-to-face time with your Wise Hippo birthing instructor. The Wise Hippo birthing program can be taught privately or in a group setting with other pregnant couples, depending on your preference. And just under that, you can see a few other headings there. Having a baby using the Wise Hippo birthing program, and what this program offers parents. Moving on. Oh, here we go. This looks interesting. New diagrams. Yay! So let's just go through class 1 and just have a look at what we've included in class 1 of our program. To begin with, we start off class 1 with the picture of childbirth today. And then we go into the Wise Hippo birthing program materials, explain how we use them to our class, and then we are defining hypnosis, acknowledging pain, the physiology of birth and the impact of fear, understanding your mind and its connection with your body, the impact of others, and taking charge of your thoughts. Okay, so that's what we've included in class 1. And as you can see on the left-hand side of the page there, look at those muscle fibers of the uterus. How wonderful to actually see the position of the baby with the muscle fibers of the uterus. I think it just makes it's just a very clear visual image of what the uterus does and how it works. Oh, who feels like a drink? Yes. As you can see, that all of our diagrams are very professionally drawn, and we've used professional illustrators for all of our images and illustrations there. So on the right hand side of the page, you can see that we have some new affirmations. Okay, these are also going to be available on, oh sorry, that's my right, isn't it? Thank you, Danny, for pointing that out to me.
My lovely partner here doesn't know her left and right.
Oh, we do that sometimes in Australia, please excuse me. On the right hand side of the page.
On the left hand side tomorrow.
On the left hand side of the page. Bear with me while I lose it a little bit. Okay. On the side of the page where the affirmations are, so if you like just quickly skim through those and have a little bit of a read. They are different than what you're used to. And then also on the other side of the page, we've got our class 2 structure. Okay, so let's just go through that. In class 2, we talk about relaxation, the antidote to discomfort. We talk about what is relaxation, positions for relaxation, remember to breathe.
Oh, over here, Tam, I see one of the affirmations. It's one of my favourites. As I count down, nice relaxing breath in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relaxed. Feel much better now taking that lovely breath. Sorry, you just reminded me there to breathe.
You're welcome. Also, in class 2, we have birth humming, self-hypnosis, eyes open hypnosis, time distortion, anchoring, soothing strokes, and the power of positive touch, birth partner script, and very, very important, establishing a practice routine. Okay, I did mention earlier about professionally designed diagrams, so let's just have a look at those diagrams for a moment. I think, as we all know, those visual images are so powerful, so really, really easily set out there for you to have a look at, and for your couples to really easily understand what's going on there in the image. So let's just go through class 3. In class 3, we've included prenatal bonding, choosing where to have your baby, choosing who will be with you when you have your baby, so very important, alternative options for promoting comfort, medical intervention, natural nudges of encouragement for your baby, interventions explained, benefits of a natural birth, writing your birth plan and making your birth choices, physical preparations for birth, the mirror mantra, which you're going to see in a moment, and of course a fear release session. There we have baby in optimum position. Okay, and the mirror mantra, let me just read this out because this is really lovely. We really like this. So stand in front of the mirror while stroking your tummy in a circular motion and say the following words to your baby. My baby is head down, chin to chest, hands to heart, and back to belly. And then over on the other side of the page, that is our class 4 structure, where we are going to be talking about positions for birth, ligaments and pelvis, birth partner's role, using the techniques during labour, when baby arrives, and then we have the lovely Sea of Serenity, a birth hypnosis session, and then your practice and preparation diary, which is very important. As you can see, that all of the images, all of the photos that we have in our manual are professional. Oh, and there's me up in the corner, being a doula. And there's some, oh, too quick. And then we have some more images there. Once again, me being a doula, very professional. Thank you. moving along. And we have put together a practice or preparation diary for our couples. Try to make it as easy as we possibly can, because of course, as you all know, sometimes you get couples that are so busy with their work that you need to mother them a little bit. So making it as easy as we possibly can, they get a practice diary. And I've been using a practice diary with my classes for quite a long time actually, and it really, really does help. And then on the other side of the page, we have some lovely hypnobirths. We've got Danny's hypnobirth there. I've included my hypnobirth. And we also have some other lovely hypnobirth stories, including a twins birth and a C-section, a VBAC, and a few others where plans had to change along the way, but still, of course, the end result was an amazing hypnobirth. And we also have a list of extra reading material for our couples if they want to further their knowledge even more. As you can just see that. And then we end again with Osho, one seed can make the whole earth green, with our lovely green image there of our baby in a scan. Wonder how old that baby is.
But now, yeah, I'm waiting. Thanks, Tamara. I think that we did get a good feel there of the Wise Hippo manual. And for those of you who are in the position to take up the fast track program, so you're already trained as a hypnobirthing practitioner from one form or another, and you're thinking, well, yes, this is something I might like to use. You might be wondering how you will transfer your knowledge across to training with our materials. So I'm going to take you through the instructor's training pack now to give you an idea of how you will do that. And of course you will get a copy of the Wise Hippo manual. This is where you get your knowledge. You would probably want to read this 2, 3, maybe more times to really get a feel for our material, understand how we're sharing that knowledge, how we're teaching. And then we're also providing an instructor's week-by-week session plan, which is on both PowerPoint and in PDF formats. Now, although it's on PowerPoint, it's not necessarily meant for you to show in the classes, though of course you can if you want to. It's meant as a flexible document, so for those of you who are comfortable using PowerPoint, you can go in and change any wording you like, add things in, take them away. It's really meant as a starter for 10. We wanted to make life as easy as possible. For those perhaps not so comfortable with PowerPoint, it's in, as I say, PDF format. Now, if you've got an iPad or even on your laptop or anything that has a PDF reader, you can simply open up this document and flick through each screen exactly as if you were watching it in a PowerPoint presentation. And of course, finally, you could just simply put pen to paper and write your own session plan. But as I say, we really wanted to try and make this as easy as we could. Alongside of this, you will get an instructor's handbook, and this will be A4 and will contain all of the scripts and exercises that you will need as you teach your classes. We've put together as well some useful links and background music for the script reading as well for instructors. So along with the DVD, it's a brand new DVD, there's going to be some great verse not seen before and some useful tips from Tamara and I. So along with that, a really great pack for you to be able to take your current knowledge and transfer over using our materials. Now I want to show you now an example of that session plan just to give you a feel of what that might look like. So as I skip to the next slide now, you'll see that it looks different, and because this is what it will look like when you open up the session plan. So as you can see there, the WISE Hippo Birthing Programme, and as you might expect on class 1, or maybe you're not sure which class you're teaching that week, there you are, you're on class 1. And very clearly stated what's covered in class 1. Now Tamara has just been through in the manual what's covered, and as you can see there, this reflects that. So the way I like to work is I have my laptop open, and as I'm talking to my class, probably pretty much as I'm doing with you guys now, I would just glance down at the screen just to see, just to remind myself as a memory aid what it is that I want to share with them. So as I move through now, this is not in order, but I just wanted to jump through to a particular page and talk you through that. You can see on this particular page we're looking at how do the messages get learned. So at the subconscious level we're learning, and go through the learning skills ladder, using the learning skills ladder. Now when you're first looking through this material and going through the session planner, you might get to this page and think, I'm not exactly sure what that means. I can't remember what that's all about. So down at the bottom, you'll see our lovely hippos and a reference, page 32 of the couple's manual. So you'll have your manual to your side, and of course you can quickly click through. Remember, this is your preparation for your class. You're not in class right now, you're preparing. And you can very quickly and easily find which part of the manual is telling you about this section. So this is really helping your learning here. And moving through just a few more of the pages. Titles that Tamara took you through earlier when you were looking at the manual. And then here, cloak of protection. This is the first script that you'll do in session 1, the first time you're introducing the class to hypnosis. And the reference there in the couple's manual to ensure that you know exactly what this is all about. And also another reference to the instructor's manual, so the instructor's handbook. So during class, everything is with you. There's no pulling out separate bits of paper, just opening up your instructor's handbook, turning to page 5, and there you have your script all ready to share with your clients. So then finally, I just want to share with you about the ongoing support. Now, along with the materials that I've just shared with you, there will be 4 training webinars. They will start mid-June. We aim to get the materials out at the beginning of June, give you time to go through them and read and start to get that knowledge into your head. And then the 4 training webinars will be teaching week by week. So obviously week 1 we'll be teaching week 1. You may even want to set up your classes to run alongside that, so that as we teach you about week 1, you then move on and teach your clients about week 1. So that's the initial support that you're going to be getting. We also will be setting up, as of today, the WISE Hippo Facebook group. So for any of our instructors, they can come on here at any time, and Tamara and I will answer questions, and once we've got a number of questions, we'll be able to then put together a document of Q&As, but we'll always be there to answer questions on the Facebook group.
And we've got so many fantastic photographs to add from yesterday's launch on the Facebook group, so I can't wait to post those.
Absolutely. And we'll be also providing monthly educational webinars. So this will be lots of different things that we think you might be interested in. So not just about WISE Hippo and our programme, but lots of add-on information, complementary information to help further your education. And then the study days, and I think many of you have learnt to really look forward to and enjoy, that Tamara's been putting together over the last couple of years.
Okay, so let's just go through a reminder of what you get when you are on the fast track. So remember, fast track is for those that are already qualified, those that are already certified practitioners, just so that you can easily transfer over. So the fast track, resources and materials in order to teach hypnobirthing the WISE Hippo way. You also receive the WISE Hippo Couples Manual. You receive an instructor's week-by-week session plan on PowerPoint and PDF format. You receive an instructor's handbook containing all scripts and exercises. You receive additional information, links, web links and background music for script reading. We have another fantastic DVD coming. I've got more births and more hospital births, which is what we need, all ready to add to our brand new fantastic DVD that is coming. And of course, Danny spoke about the 4 times 1.5 hour training webinars, which will also be recorded. So if you miss the date that we have them scheduled, you are going to be able to pick them up at another time. They're going to be run, well, very often. And the total cost for all of that is £125. And remember, that's a one-off payment because we're a non-membership organisation. Okay, so there's no annual fees, no hidden costs. That's all it costs to be a part of the WISE Hippo. But, woo, we have a special offer for you today. So this is a special offer for those that have attended the webinar. If you purchase within the next week, you pay only £75. Remember, once again, this is a one-off payment, and this is valid until the 8th of May. And then after that, we go back to £125. So from the 1st of June onwards, we go back. Oh, cost. Oh, you pointed something out to me. What have I said wrong, Danny? What have I done? Oh, what have I done?
Conflicting cost from 9th of May. Conflicting information on our side there.
Oh,
so cost from 9th of May.
There you go. And just a reminder again, £75 just in the next week. Just a special offer for those that have attended today's webinar. Okay, so we've got something special to show you soon, but I just want you just to have a think about if you have any questions. Have any questions come up yet? And if they have, there's a little box that you will see, and please feel free just to write any questions that may have come up, and towards the end we're going to be answering any of your questions that you may have. Okay.
Okay, while you're
oh, here's the details of the application process. So for those that are really, really interested in joining the WISE Hippo Birthing Program, this is the email, orders@thewisehippo.com. Okay, so please send an email there, and we will send you an application form which will have most of the details that we've gone through with you today. And also, here we go, this is the launch now of, Danny's going to go through our fantastic website that we are so proud of. And what, oh, I have a question. Is there a question there?
There are.
There are. male voice in the room. Oh, where did that come from? Sorry, please bear with us. We're just finding out how to deal with the questions.
Can I just be flicking through whilst you're doing that? Can you do that at the same time?
I will attempt to do so.
Okay. We will be answering the questions as we go along. So we're just going to carry on.
No, it won't move.
See what happens as soon as a man walks into the room? Calm breathing, everybody. Calm breathing.
Oh, someone said they love the video. That's lovely. Thank you.
In fact, the man's voice that you heard, he was the one that did the video.
A wonderful technical support throughout.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, what is the learning skills ladder?
Well,
question mark. I'm going to hand you over to Danny for that one because that was her fantastic idea.
Well, the learning skills ladder actually takes us through how we learn, moving through from unconscious incompetence through to conscious competence, and is obviously something that is explained in its entirety in the manual. So anyone who wants to learn more about that, then when you become a wise hypnobirthing instructor, that will become a lot more clear. Any other questions there?
Oh, we've got from Eleanor, we've got how are you marketing practitioners?
I think the answer to that at the moment is, and this is a very honest one, is that initially we are providing training resources to current practitioners. This is phase one, and this is where we're at the moment. So we are a training resource provider. When we move into phase two and we're looking to train our own wise hypnobirthing instructors, then we will be obviously looking at that in much more detail. So I think that if you can just hold that question, that will be kind of revealed at a later date.
Okay, and another question for Susie. I bet this is Susie from Hertfordshire. Do we need to refrain from using the word hypnobirthing with a capital V? Absolutely not. Everybody is allowed to use the word hypnobirthing. So yeah, absolutely no, because that's what we're doing. We are teaching hypnobirthing. The name of the program is called the Wise Hypnobirthing Program. But yeah, absolutely, we are hypnobirthing instructors.
Are the MP3 files a separate cost for the couples? We're currently looking at how we're going to manage the ordering for the couples manual and the MP3s. Obviously, this is no different than how we might currently work ordering our materials. It's just that we're just finalising exactly how that's going to be.
And another question has just come in from Marie. She is asking, how long does each class run for approximately? Was that Marie or was that Ash? Oh, Marie, Ash, yeah. Okay, that would be 2.5 hours. So remember, it's a 4-class structure, 2.5 hours each class. And what we do ask is that the whole program is taught in its entirety. Okay, we do understand that sometimes, you have couples along the way. There might be 37, 38 weeks. Obviously, they don't have 4 weeks on their side. And yeah, absolutely, you can teach them in a weekend. But and it all depends on where you live as well, and the area that you teach in, and it's very. What we're trying to do is to provide as much flexibility to our instructors as we possibly can. So as long as it's all taught from beginning to end, the way it's set out, you're pretty much able to teach it however you like.
Okay, so the next question now, what if I purchase the program now but don't wish to start teaching it until a later date? Is that okay? Some other stuff there about other commitments. Who's this from? I can't read the name there.
Madeline, I think. Madeline Barker.
The simple answer, of course, is yes. You buy the materials. As we've said, there will be the training webinars, but they will be recorded. So even if you attend them initially, finally we can see the questions. We were looking at them line by line. Sorry. So, you know, even if you don't have time initially to look at those training webinars, they will be recorded. So you can buy the materials and review them at any time and start teaching at any time that you want. Have we got any more questions there?
At the moment, I get about half of my clients through the hypnobirthing website. How will you promote Wise Hippo and will practitioners be listed, advertised, etc.?
We do have a directory. We're going to be showing you that in a moment when we go through the website. So the answer is yes, of course, we'll be putting your names on a directory.
Hello, I missed the first 15 minutes. Oh, so as she was settling her baby.
Hi Lottie, it's Danny here. We're just talking on Facebook. The answer is £18, the charge for the couples for the materials, and then in terms of the charge for the course itself, obviously that's down to every individual practitioner. You would charge whatever you feel is appropriate for the course that you're offering.
And then we've got a question from Gina. Hi Gina. Are variations to the program allowed? Meaning, will we get in trouble if we stray off the script from the program as set out in the pack you provide? Now, before we said, you know, we want to provide flexibility. So, of course, we know that many of you have extensive training and in other areas. So, I think please share that knowledge with us. Yeah, we appreciate that.
Tam, what I'd like to say about the program, I think it's useful to understand that when you create a program, you're actually building week by week on the skills. And there's danger when someone wants to deviate and water that down or filter out or put different scripts in. So what we say is that we want our program to be taught in its entirety, but should you have add-on skills, add-on knowledge that complements that program, then you can do what you like. You know, if you take that 2.5-hour session one week and you think, I'd like to add something as well and make it a 3-hour class, that's absolutely fine. But in terms of messing around with the program itself, then really that kind of takes away some of what they're going to be learning from that. So we don't really think about it as being in trouble. You know, we're all adults here, and of course if someone wants to feedback and say to us we think something would be useful, then great. But hopefully that kind of helps you there with how you might run your program.
Another question here from Marie Ash. She asks, how many couples are allowed in a group session? Well, the answer to that is whatever you feel comfortable with. I mean, having taught big classes for quite a few years now, you know, I don't really ever go past 8 couples because it just loses that personal touch which you really need when you're teaching hypnosis for childbirth. I think that's really important. I think the biggest class I think I've ever taught was about 12 couples, and it just changes the whole dynamics of the room. And you know, of course, if you've got some couples in a setting like that, they might feel slightly threatened and maybe not put their hand up and ask the question that they really need to. So I think sticking at 8 couples max is ideal to the answer to that. What do you think, Danny?
Yeah. But obviously, again, you know, we're not dictating. I think it's down to kind of how you know, how comfortable you are feeling with your classes, and I think just taking responsibility and making sure that your couples are getting the best course that they can have. And I think most of us aim for that, don't we, Tam?
Yeah, absolutely.
So how many scripts are used? Do the scripts used by practitioners and birthing couples the same? It varies. There's some scripts in class that they don't have MP3s, and some that are on the MP3s that we don't do in class. So there's a big variety there for them. But following a similar theme, the script that we've got for the couples to practice together is actually written to practice the techniques they've learnt in class. So that's a bit different there. But yeah, there's lots of variety for both the practitioner and the couple.
There's a few questions on marketing, and we know how important marketing is. And although we're not trained in marketing ourselves, we're both we both run very successful businesses. Tums to Mums is Danny, and of course Birth Easy is myself.
So we're not afraid to get an expert. So
no, absolutely
this
not.
entire process, we've pulled in lots of different experts so far to help us. And when we move on to phase 2, both in terms of the website and getting that highly rated, and also other marketing of the brand, we will most definitely be seeking out expert help on that. But as I said earlier, it's very much a phase 2. We had to take a moment in time and say, what can we deliver? What can we make sure is great right from the start? And this is where we're at right now.
And I think also what I said right in the beginning as well is, you know, we really felt like we had to do something different. We had to just grab hypnobirthing and just change it and modernize it and professionalize it. And that's what we feel that we have done. You know, hypnobirthing has been going on now for quite a few years, and as far as I'm concerned, it should be out there as an option for all women, but it's not. So we feel that modernizing it and giving it a bit of colour, a bit of fun, we feel like it's going to be recognised and finally absolutely get out there for everyone.
I've lost the question now, but someone was asking about, do we have to run it over 4 days or 2 days?
I think we answered that already.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Tam, I missed that one. Robin was whispering in my ear at the time. Breathing techniques, they are different. I mean, they obviously, again, you know, sort of once we start getting into the training of that, we'll be sharing more. The Bond and Breathe MP3, as I mentioned, is also teaching a lovely relaxation technique that's part of the breathing for between the surges. We look at a full body breath rather than particular surge breathing. But yes, they are different. They're our techniques. It's something I've been working with my clients with a lot. All of the techniques are tried and tested, and I've been using them with my clients for a long time now.
You've lost me, Danny. Would you just point to what question?
I have no idea, Tam. I moved the mouse and I've lost the question.
Okay, so let's start. Hi, Layla. Nice to see you there. Layla recognised me as I was making a coffee in the kitchen of a London hospital a couple of weeks ago. I was doulaing, and Layla came up to me. She goes, "Tamara." I said, "Hello." She goes, "Oh, I recognise you from your DVD. I play you in my classes here, in my hypnobirthing classes. So hi. I know you can't talk back to me, but hi." She was asking a question, which is why I said, "Hi, Layla." Let me just go back up and find out what your question was. It was about the breathing techniques, I think. Are we going to be calling the breathing techniques the same?
No, you're not listening. I've just done that one.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So Gina, I noticed there you were saying that you were asking about adding things in, and as I said, absolutely, if it's complementary and you're prepared to put in some extra time to the session, then go for it. You know, we've all got such a great amount of skills to offer there. Gina, you've also said, can you remain, I've lost the question, but something about attached to another organisation. Absolutely, yes. You know, we're not dictating to people about, you know, sort of who they can belong to, where they can belong to. So most definitely, yes. Have any couples used the YC program? We have had one lady who's actually gone through the entire program. She's the lovely model we see in the book, and she's going to be giving birth shortly. But as I've said already, all of the techniques are tried and tested. The scripts are newly written, and we've had a variety of different practitioners, myself and Tam included, using those with our couples to get feedback. But the techniques themselves I've been using for many, many years now, and so they are very much tried and tested. Anything else, Tam?
Oh, Claire is asking, just seen that it is, when is it available to listen again? Oh, so it sounds like Claire's missed quite a lot of the webinar. So she's asking, we have recorded this, so it will be available as soon as possible to for you to listen again. So sorry that you missed the beginning there, Claire. I think we've answered that next one there, haven't we? Just talking about accreditation. Yes, absolutely. We everything is being sorted out as we speak, and we hope to have accreditation very, very soon.
Also, Tam, you spoke to an insurance company, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I did, yeah.
Practitioners having insurance. And would you like to share a bit more about that?
Yeah, I spoke to a large insurance company, and what they said to me, that absolutely you will be able just to transfer over and teach our program. That won't be a problem, and we will be providing you with a certification from the WISE Hippocratic program that will be recognised for insurance. So yeah, we'll check that out, and that's fine.
What I would say with insurance, though, it's always best to check with your own individual provider and make sure that everybody, for your own peace of mind, that you are covered. Should you find you're not, then of course we can let you know which provider we've spoken to. In fact, Tam, can you show it, because it's your provider, isn't it?
Holistic insurances. I think a lot of people that I know use them, and I think I pay about, I think it's about £57 for the year, and that's my my coverage for being a doula as well as a hypnobirthing.
And obviously, if you're a hypnotherapist, you're covered under that. You're covered anyway under that, but. It's always best to just double check when you're transferring over to any other program to just double check that your provider is still happy and that you're insured.
How much for the full training package to train as a teacher? So I'm assuming that you are certified or not. I'm not sure, Nicola.
When we move on to phase 2, when we're looking at the training, we'll have more details then. It's really, as I said, we've concentrated completely on phase 1 at the moment. So that's another one that we just have to hold the answer on that for the short term.
I think we probably have got a few people that have joined us that are looking into to training with us. So please bear with us.
Perhaps those who aren't interested in the full training, perhaps what you could do is also the email that we shared, you could just send through your interest, and we can put you on a database, and then as soon as we have more information about the actual training, we can of course let you know that.
Oh, we've got some Aussies on the line there. Hi Melissa. Melissa says, well done, I'm so impressed with all the work and wonderful ideas you have put into this program. Melissa from Australia, oh thank you.
Claire, you're saying, I'm concerned with the HB Institute frowning upon me if they find out. Really, I think, again, you know, we're all adults. We all need to make the decisions that are right for us. HBI are very clear that if you're teaching with their materials, that you cannot teach any other program. That's their guidelines, not ours. So obviously, you know, that's something that you need to think about. But I don't like this, you know, getting into trouble, frowning upon. And, you know, it makes me feel like we're all back at school, and we're most definitely not. We're business women, and maybe some businessmen. I'm not sure we're getting the guys out there, but I better mention you in case we do. So just that I'm clear, from Marie, you charge us £18 per couple, and we can charge them what we feel is appropriate. The cost for the couples pack is, yes, £18. For your course, you charge whatever you feel is right. Absolutely.
Will you have a standard presentation to give to health professionals and maternity units? Absolutely, that's a fantastic idea. Yep, not a problem. Easily we can put that together. We've been doing this for so long, not a problem. Yeah, great idea. Thanks, Sophie. What else we got here? Oh, we've spoken about accreditation. Eleanor, thank you for that. Yes. We've got Jackie asking for CPDs, continued professional development. Yeah, absolutely. For example, you know that I've organised study days for the past 3 years. You know, that's all recognised as CPD credit. So yeah, absolutely. That is phase 2, and we'll be looking into those those issues as soon as we possibly can. But as we said earlier, the most important thing was we wanted to get the most amazing product together for our couples, and that's phase one. That's what we're focused on.
And then the final question there from Victoria, you're asking how the couples pack will be paid for. As I mentioned earlier, we're just finalising the details on how that's going to work with the ordering for that. So that's something that we'll be able to share within the next week. We need to just get together with our web designer and sort out the finer details on all of that. So that's the last of our questions.
Oh, then we just got one last.
Oh no,
one last one. Oh no, there's probably two last ones. Okay. New to hypnobirthing, how much for the full training? I think we just spoke about that earlier, Nicholas. But please email us. That is something that we're considering at the moment. So we don't have a final price for you. That's Nicola Bar Isle there. So please email us and we'll give you some more information there.
And Maria saying if we Googled hypnobirthing would YCPO come up. We're going to show you the website in a moment, and the website itself is actually another phase one. We're meeting with our web designer who's we've made sure is really kind of up on the whole search engine optimization. It's something for phase two that we are immediately going into to discuss and work on. So if I'm honest at the moment, the answer to your question, if we Googled hypnobirthing, would YCPO website come up and where is it on the rankings? We've just gone live with that website, so it's something that we're putting all of our energy into from now.
And we've got a question from Lindsay. Hi Lindsay, in Hertfordshire as well. Hi. Will we need to rebrand ourselves as Wise Hippo instructors? Thanks for this. Well, I know we've all worked really hard to get our companies up and running. And no, you stick to the company that you've worked so hard to have, the name of your company. You just teach the Wise with the Wise Hippo birthing products.
Obviously the logo will be available for you to put on your site.
Yeah.
You can call yourself a hypnobirthing practitioner, a Wise Hippo instructor, really whatever suits you, whichever feels right. But as just adding there from what Tamara was saying, it's about using our materials. So really making the most of our branding, because as I say, we will be invested in that, but also keeping your own identity too.
And we've got Sophie, she's asking, a website question, which we're about to go into, asking is there an in your area section on the website. We'll be talking about that. Tanya, we're just going to take the last three questions and then we're going to have to move on. So Tanya, she's got something nice to say to us. That's good. Well done and great to see quality materials. I'm patting Danny on the back now as we speak. There you go.
I'll take you back.
Thank you. And last one is from Marie. Do you want to take that one, Danny?
Thanks, good to know. Great seminar, ladies. Sorry about all the questions. We love the questions. We'll be putting that onto both the Facebook group and onto our blog, so we can be sharing the questions that you've been asking. To get your questions is brilliant because it gives us kind of more to work on as we progress and we grow. So please keep feeding back.
And as Danny said earlier, as of tonight, we will be having a Wise Hippo Facebook group. So then you can ask as many questions as you like on that, and that would be just a fantastic way for us all just to get together and for you to get all the information you need.
Okay, so we're just going to finish up there. I think the questions have ended.
Let's end on that one last one from Nicola. Thank you, Nicola, again. She says, thank you so much. It looks great.
Oh, thank you.
Brilliant.
It's really lovely to hear that. Now, let me see. Hopefully we can move on and see this last slide. It's not working.
Where's the man?
Go and get the man.
Hold on a
Sorry,
moment.
guys. We just want to show you a couple of slides.
Oh, it's marvellous, this man gets sent out the room and then brought back in.
We have frozen for some reason. Please bear with us, everyone. We've got the man back. Do you want to say hi to everybody?
Hello, everybody.
The man who can.
I'm apparently the man. And you reckon you're frozen, yeah?
We can't move forward to our next slide. Hey, thank you very much. So, here we are, everybody.
The man's going to go.
Please feast your eyes on www.thewisehippo.com. This is live, so you'll be able to go and have a look at it in a moment yourselves and have a browse through, but we thought we'd just end with a couple of slides showing you. And you can see they're bright, fresh, funky. We wanted to have an eye-catching billboard effect on the front page. We've got a quote there: birth is not only about producing babies, it's about creating strong, confident mothers who learn instinctively to trust themselves and by using their inner wisdom make choices that are right for themselves and their families. Down at the bottom we've got very clearly stating there what it is that we do. Our wise hippo, the protector, and as we said, very much we see our hippo as the protector of a woman's right to choose the birth she wants. Our instructor training and resources, and also that we've got courses obviously for birth preparation. So we really wanted the expectant couples to see very clearly that they could find their wise hippo birthing instructor very easily on this site. And I want to show you that now. Up on the top right hand corner you can see we've got find a course, clearly standing out all by itself there, different font, different colour. So one of the first things they'll see as they go onto the site is how they're going to find their instructor. Now it will have a regional search on the front, but for now I just wanted to show you the how your details are going to look. And you can see on the left hand side there we've obviously got the location, the instructor's name and the contact details, their website. And then over on the right hand side you get 50 words all to yourself, and within reason you can put whatever you like there. So detailing anything that's particularly special for you that you want to share, your qualifications, any additional services, absolutely anything that's unique to you.
You can even repeat the words. Classes, classes.
Oh, we took that out on the live one, didn't we, Sam?
Did.
We just wanted to make sure you were still concentrating right at the end here. Now something else, and it's quite something I really am passionate about with the directory, is that as you join and your name goes on the directory, it goes on in chronological order. So if you join us early, you start off at the top and you stay at the top, and that's something that really I was passionate about, wasn't I, Tam?
Yeah,
I think it's really important.
Yeah.
You know, if you join us at the beginning, then you'll notice that I don't like alphabetical order. You move about depending on what's all right. Every name begins with A, but you start off early. You're at the top, and that's where you stay. And then just have a quick look at the instructors page. But as I say, you can go on and have a look in a moment, and this will just give you a review of everything we've been sharing with you today. So all about the materials, the fast track option, the full training that's yet to come, and the ongoing support. So there you have, hopefully you'll go on and you'll have a look now as we finish up the website to www.thewisehippo.com.
Brilliant. Okay, so just to end with now, on behalf of Danny and I, thank you so much to everyone for joining us. We really do have the most amazing job in the world, and we do really make such a difference to the couples that we teach when they ask for education. Keep up the fantastic work, everyone, and we look forward to welcoming you to the Wise Hippo Birthing Program. So on behalf of Danny and I, have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.